Rockstar Games has already said that they plan to bring more content to old roles even as new roles are coming out. On this channel we've already spoken about content that we would like to see as part of the collector, and we've also talked about content we would like to see as part of the bounty hunter. Today we are going to be going through content we would all like to see as part of the trader. I dropped this post on the community tab. It's time to talk about changes you would like to see in the trader role. It could be new features, potential unlocks, or even something you want to get rid of. As always, thank you to everyone that did drop a comment. I love doing these types of videos and I love seeing all your guys' suggestions. I must point out that I can't take every single comment because there are quite a few comments and this video would end up being hours long. So I've selected a few comments which we're going to be talking about in this video, but if you have a different suggestion of the type of updates that you would like to see for the trader, then let me know in the comment section down below. The first comment comes from Martin Phillips and he has a very good idea. He says, okay, I think there should be AI trader camps located around the map. Upon visiting your own camp, you can view the AI trader camps and their trade. They can offer gold, dollars, and other items in exchange for certain animal parts. You have to deliver what they want. Upon delivery, you get the reward they offered. There could be roadblocks on the way or smugglers which try to stop you. A fairly simple new mission type which would add some variety, with assets already in the game. And I actually really like this idea. Being able to go to your camp and see in nearby camps and you can decide what you want to deliver to who. I think out of the trader delivery and also the moonshine delivery, I think I prefer the moonshine delivery. For me, I go through a routine when doing a moonshine delivery, so every time I get to a roadblock, what I would do is jump off my wagon, kill everyone, loot all their bodies, making sure I can get as much money as possible, loot the chest that is always in a back of one of the wagons that you can find at one of these roadblocks, and then jump back on my wagon and carry on. With the trader delivery, it is just about getting from A to B, and preferably you want to do it as quick as possible, because the quicker you do it, the quicker you get your money and the quicker you can get on with the things you want to do. And if you are doing a long distance delivery which does send out an alert to nearby players, you definitely want to do that as quick as possible. So a new delivery type would actually spice things up within the trader role. I also like with this idea that gold can finally come to the trader role. Right now the only role within Red Dead Online that offers gold is the bounty hunter, and even though right now within this game it is incredibly easy to play through every single role that Rockstar releases, I think a lot of us will have a preference of which role is best for our playstyle. So I do feel like there should also be gold implemented into every single role. But overall, Martin, I really like the idea of this. Next comment comes from Dash1KO and he says, I would like dogs to have a reason to exist in the game, or at least follow you or something. Maybe have command attack while locking on player, or maybe helping you hunt, and would like to add a new way of gathering goods. For this, the dog is supposed to warn you about attacks, so it is supposed to do something, but unfortunately camp attacks are just never triggered within the game, and I don't know why this is. This is supposed to be a feature that was added with the summer update, and it was the reason for you to buy dogs. But as things currently stand, I have never ever had my camp attacked. I have had the event of where someone will wander into your camp and they'll ask for something in particular, and if you have that in your satchel, then you can actually give it to them. But I've never had my camp attacked, so I don't actually know how useful the dog is, but the fact that my camp has never been attacked, it does make the dog kind of useless. One thing that has been heavily requested, and you also highlight it here, is having your dog being able to hunt. I see this playing out in one of two ways. The first way is as you jump on your horse, you can ask your dog to come with you. As you travel, your dog will follow you. You can then lock onto certain animals and tell your dog to chase that down, and your dog will find and kill that animal and then bring it back to you. Another way that I can see this happening is your dog just stays at your camp, but as time goes on, your dog will find animals close by to your camp. So after an hour of playing the game, you will come back to your camp and you'll find out that your dog has managed to find 5 rabbits. Those rabbits can be found at your camp and you can pick them up, store them in your satchel, or you can just give them to Cribs, which he'll make goods out of. Either way that it plays out, it has been something that has been heavily requested. And with the updates that we are getting, things that are heavily requested end up being part of the game anyway. So who really knows what's going to happen, because Rockstar did add this as part of something that's going to be in the game and it does have a purpose. But unfortunately that purpose is not being played because the events are not being triggered. If camps were attacked more and there was more camp events, maybe we can all see the reason of why you want to buy a dog. But as of right now, it is kind of pointless unless you do have a lot of money. The next comment comes from Omar and he says, camps to work, that's all. And I think I 100% agree. Camps need to work, and it's ridiculous that we are still having to deal with this problem. This has been a problem for quite some time. We've had it before the Frontier Pursuits update was even released, but because it was rare for players to even go to their camps, because there was nothing to do before then, players just did not notice it. But because the Frontier Pursuits update brought in the trader role, players all of a sudden wanted to go to their camps because they wanted to go through the new role. And that is when players discovered that there was a problem when calling in your camp. Since then, there has been a number of different fixes. Rockstar even said that during the Moonshine update, when that was released on December the 13th, that they have finally fixed the camp spawn. But unfortunately, we have now hit April and we are still having to deal with this problem. So it would be nice for Rockstar to finally finish this bug, because it has prevented a lot of players from even going through the trader role. So out of everything that I mentioned in this video, camps to work is right at the top for me, and I imagine it's probably the same for you guys. The next comment comes from Mr. Steph07, and he says, new resupply missions, and when you are out of your camp, people come and attack cribs or something like that. For the final part with attacking cribs, that is already supposed to happen. I've already mentioned it on this video, but that is actually a part of this game. It's just never ever triggered, and it is very frustrating. There could be so much more to the trader, but unfortunately it just doesn't work. But I 100% agree with new resupply missions. With how Rockstar have added these roles within this game, they are in some way scalable. The first way is that Rockstar could add new levels to every single role. So it goes from the max role 20, which is what it currently is, all the way to a max role of 40. And every time you rank up, you get unlocks, and it'll be like you're starting from fresh again. The other way is by making new types of missions, and that could be different types of deliveries, that could be different type of events, or it could even be different type of resupply missions. And I hope that this is the case, even if it is doing a very similar thing to what we're doing now, but it's just new encounters in different locations, or even take some of the stuff that we can do now and put them into dynamic events. All of this stuff would be very nice. But anyway guys, let me know in the comment section down below, do you agree or disagree with anything that I've said in this video? And if you have any other suggestions of types of content you would like to see, or even taken away from the trader, then let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going, so see ya.